Well, we've got a lot of new updates in the Bachelor world, hot off the presses, including new information on the status of Bachelor in Paradise, and it's not good, and our official Golden Bachelorette announcement. Which, yes, is a former cast member of the Golden Bachelor, and no, it's not runner-up Leslie, or Susan or Kathy, who are actually going to be doing a Golden Bachelor podcast, I'm assuming for the upcoming season and perhaps future ones. And no, it's not Teresa getting a second chance at love after her recent divorce to Golden Gary.
I'm Joan, and I'm your first Golden Bachelorette.
This time it's none other than Joan Vassos, who you might remember from her emotional departure during the Golden Bachelor.
My heart maybe got a little fixed from Gary. He's helped with the journey. Because as you get older, you become more invisible. People don't see you anymore. Like, you're not as significant as when you're young.
Well, now Joan is the Golden Bachelorette. It's official, the promo material is already here. I imagine this is something they'll start filming relatively soon, as it's set to premiere on Wednesdays this fall, and they're even apparently bumping up the episode length to an hour and a half from the 1-hour episodes of The Golden Bachelor. Now, in the past I've said I loved The Golden Bachelor at its 1-hour runtime because this particular casual format of the show didn't need to be much longer. It was also running before 2 hours of Bachelor in Paradise, which would have been just too much had the show been any longer. But 90 minutes is not too bad. I guess they're just looking to squeeze a little more from the show, especially with the latest news on Bachelor in Paradise, which I'll get to in a sec. But for now, Joan is the lead, and I had sort of hoped that they were going to go off the board for this pick and find a new face, but I suppose that would have taken a lot of work, and this is something the show has traditionally done before, pluck from their known cast for future leads. And despite Joan's relatively early departure, it does make sense to me. A pick like Leslie, for example, had been growing less favorable to some after this stunt she pulled on The Bachelor.
I went into my last day confident. I would say just always have something in the back of your head that you might not be it.
Coming into this, I was feeling really great, but after talking to Leslie, that made me just realize how much I could have my heart completely broken.
Meanwhile, Joan has had a lot of public favor after her departure from Gary's season, and since then has been pretty savvy with her social media game, posting viral videos like this totally mom-core or grandmom-core chicken noodle soup TikTok.
Hi, my name is Joan, and I am making my first ever cooking video. And I'm doing it because I was talking to my mom last night. She's 91 years old, and she was saying that she wasn't feeling so good.
That video has over 3 million views and 250,000 likes. 71,000 bookmarks. 71,000 people be making that soup. She's also done a number of other trendy TikToks with tons of views and was also on the Bachelor Family Feud episode. So, I mean, one of these ladies had to be the pick, at least if production was going to go in-house on this one. I, for one, have nothing against the pick, though I am a little disappointed Queen Sandra wasn't in the mix.
Hold on a second. Sandra was playing the bongos on a six-pack. I tried to tweak his nipples, but he moved too fast for me.
Now that would have been quite the raunchy season. What a miss, ABC. But along with the news this week of the coming Golden Bachelorette season was ABC's primetime schedule for the fall. And what was most intriguing for Bachelor viewers, apart from the Golden Bachelorette information, wasn't what else was in the lineup, but rather what was missing. Bachelor in Paradise. Now, many people have been wondering what the status on Paradise was for this upcoming summer, as ABC and the Bachelor people had been radio silent on any information regarding filming. And filming in the past has always started in early June. I often remember this as so many of the recent seasons have had birthdays be a huge part of the storylines at some point, and my birthday is also in early June. But that would mean that filming would have to begin in a couple of weeks, and casting would have to be already done. So even without this recent news of Bachelor in Paradise being absent from ABC's fall schedule, I was already hearing rumors that Bachelor in Paradise was done. This just seems to be the final nail in the coffin, at least without Jesse Palmer sadly coming out and officially turning the beach open sign to closed permanently. But no, I wouldn't quite go so far as to say the beach is actually closed permanently and the show cancelled forever. As others have speculated, the show is likely taking a year off and seeing where things are in 2025. Perhaps they'll be exploring the new hit Golden Bachelor franchise as that third Bachelor show of the year and waiting until they can recover from that absolute disaster that was last year's season of Paradise, where the show ended with very few satisfying relationships, and of the 2 engagements it did end with, they announced their breakups pretty much immediately after the show. Not to mention, one of those couples included that season's most disliked personality. I mean,
I'm sorry if you don't like the way it was done. I know that I'm a graceful and respectful and charismatic person. I don't need to explain anything else to you. You can literally off. Go hang out with the crabs. I don't have time for it. Aaron S., there's a reason you're single at 33.
I could literally hear Kat screaming my name.
Shut the up. Let's go. I need a god shot. I just want to set the record straight. He did not just break up with me. I am literally so much better than you. How dare you think that you get to break up with me? I mean, I just am better.
Now, that season also wasn't helped by being put on for 2 hours after The Golden Bachelor from 9 p.m. to 11 Eastern, thrown on to Thursdays instead of its usual Monday slot, and was also filled with rather juvenile or simply unsatisfying drama and storylines. Really, it was one of the worst seasons of Paradise in my memory. That being said, Paradise, by TV production standards, is wildly cheap to make, so I doubt they want to announce that the show is shelved forever. But hey, whenever I say something like that, about a day after the video releases, they go and announce exactly what I say they wouldn't. Now, what I imagine they're going to do is just shelve it. Give it a year so the bad taste from last season becomes a distant memory, and see where we're at for next summer. Do they want to do another Golden Bachelor instead, or do they have a popular cast that they want to throw on the beaches? Time will tell. I also hope it gives the show a chance to rebuild some of the trust lost in recent years with potential cast members, as some have described poor conditions and treatment while on set, specifically for Paradise, and as a result, apparently agreeing to come back to the show has been less of the easy decision that it once was, with cast members from season 8 of Paradise alluding to the environment as being cruel and wanting to leave as a result. And look at the Bachelorette casting news of late, where it's recently come out that Daisy and Maria were both offered the role and declined it.
I was offered the role. I mean, it was mine to the point where I was doing fittings. Like, it was set in stone. Yeah, it became very overwhelming to the point where I had to decline.
Of course, it's been said for many reasons, including contract negotiations, money, and potentially not being ready for love. But if you're these two, why go on the show, endure grueling days, and risk getting a bad edit when you're already in a pretty nice situation? Still, it's possible some changes have already been made since show creator Mike Fleiss was ousted from the franchise right before Charity season of The Bachelorette, as since then, it seems as though Charity and Bachelor Joey have been treated well, at least from an editing standpoint. So perhaps, as this year goes on, agreeing to come back on the show might be less of a daunting prospect for past and upcoming cast members, and star power for future leads and seasons of Paradise might be bolstered. As I have to wonder, if Maria and Daisy had agreed to, say, join Paradise this year and not the more pressured Bachelorette position, would ABC have considered seeing the season return again this year? Possibly, but for now, Paradise is closed. So that's it for this video update on the Golden Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts on the new season and the new season postponement in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
I tried to tweak his nipples, but he moved too fast for me.